Live from the Bob Levy Broadcast Center, overlooking the Toms River, it's time to get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Be a part of the show, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Good morning and wake up, Toms River, Ocean County, Monmouth County. It is Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. This is Phil Brilliant. Pinch hitting for Jeremy Grunin this morning. It is 7:09, which means High School North starts in 6 minutes. So Sarah Brilliant, get up, get out, and get to school on time today. It will be a high of 52 degrees today, but it'll be raining all day today. So please make sure that you dress accordingly and bring your umbrella. Please join the conversation here at 732-505-1160. And we are joined this morning by the voice of the Lakewood Blueclaws, Greg, I'm sorry, I'm going to say Giombarrese.
That's right. Hi, Phil. How are you?
Look at that. When I say it when I don't think, it works well.
Perfect.
I'm doing good this morning. How are you doing down in Asheville, North Carolina?
Oh, doing well. Blueclaws had a nice win last night, 13-6, so it's a good day.
That's a good day. How's your weather down there?
Nice. It's been in the 60s, and yesterday was in the 50s, but it's been clear. Good to go.
Oh, great. Yeah, we're living like ducks up here in New Jersey, so hopefully when the Blueclaws come back to town, they'll bring that good weather. Yeah,
I guess I guess we got out of town at the right time. Although it rained the whole last week we were home, so maybe there wasn't no right time. But yeah, we'll be back Thursday night. Hopefully we'll get some better weather then.
Now, how's the team doing?
Doing all right. Picked up a nice win yesterday, as we said. Under 500 for now, 8-18, but it's a 140-game season, so we have a long way to go.
So how we have some stars in the team, some players really. I know we're only 26 games in, but showing some improvements. Somebody we might be losing to another division team this year.
Yeah, so there are a couple of real nice young players on this team. The kid last night who hit home run and drove in 5. His name is Jose Pujols. He's only 20 years old from the Dominican Republic. Big 6'5" kid, really nice kid, fun to watch. He hit the ball a long way. So he's off to a very good start. He leads the team with 5 home runs. The Phillies' first-round pick from last year, Cornelius Randolph, is on this team. He's unfortunately hurt right now, but he should be back in a little bit. There's a starting pitcher named Franklin Killamay, who's a top 10 prospect in the Phillies system, who had a really nice game on Monday before we came down here. So, yeah, there's some good young players on this team. You
said Pujols. Any relation to Albert Pujols?
No relation.
I figured we'd take a shot at that. I didn't look up his bio, but figured if we had a talent like that, that would be awesome.
You have hit on the most popular question asked, though, about this Blueclaws roster.
What do I win for that?
Nothing.
That's good.
In the month plus that we've since we announced it, that is indeed the most common question.
That is pretty funny. That is funny. So. So, I mean, it sounds like, is a team looking like it's starting to gel a little better? I'm sure it's always tough because a lot of these kids, it's not like they played together a lot last year. They're all coming together. They come from different parts of the world, and I think it's really a testament to the great coaching staff to bring them together in this division. Yeah,
it's tricky. So, these guys come from all over the place. They started playing together really last year. Most of the U.S. players that are on this team were drafted last year by the Phillies. Some of them have been around for a little longer than that. If they were drafted out of, say, high school. But, yeah, I mean, you put everybody together. They only you get about 3 weeks of games in spring training to gel, and then you got to hit the road and play. So not easy. But again, it's a really long season, and it's fun. But obviously the start is not what they would have wanted to, but there's a long way to go. A lot of baseball left.
Yeah, for some reason, I think Blueclaws always tend to be I don't want to say more of a second half team, but as the weather gets warmer up here in New Jersey, they seem to heat up a little, and I think that we always see them June and July seem to be like their best months.
Yeah, so the first 3 games of the year we were in Lexington, Kentucky, and the game time temperatures for the first 3 games, April 7, 8, 9, were 37, 38, and 42. And the only reason why the third game was 42 instead of, say, 39 was because it started at 6 o'clock instead of 7. So they had to play some really tough conditions, real cold weather. And, a lot of these guys are just not used to it because they come from the Dominican Republic or they come from Venezuela, or maybe last year they played in the Gulf Coast League, which is down in Florida, where they play at noon every day. So there's a lot of things that they didn't have to deal with from a weather standpoint that they had to deal with at the beginning of this year. And obviously, it wasn't just those 3 games. I mean, last week in Lakewood, as you know, it was cold. It was cold.
It was cold. Last weekend was cold. It was definitely cold. And I have not hit a baseball since high school. When I played high school baseball, I do remember those first days of practice in early April, and you swung that bat and you hit the ball, and you never thought your hands would stop stinging for weeks. So
yeah, we have one player, Brendan Hayden, who never wears batting gloves. It's just a personal preference thing for him. But man, this time of year, you better hit it hard without batting gloves because it'll hurt. Or even if you wear batting gloves, it'll still hurt if you don't hit it. If you don't hit it hard. But Brendan's from Wisconsin, so he's used to the cold weather.
Yeah. I mean, he's been out ice fishing his whole life, so swinging a bat in cold weather means nothing to him.
I guess.
So you're down in Asheville, North Carolina right now, and then you said you're back next Thursday. So where do you go after Asheville?
So we're going to play tonight in Asheville, 7 o'clock, and then we go across the state to Kannapolis. Kannapolis is just north of Charlotte, about 2.5 hours from here. We'll be there for 4 days through Tuesday, Saturday through Tuesday. Wednesday's an off day, and then we're back in Lakewood for 11 of the next 14 beginning on Thursday.
Oh, great. Actually, I will be my daughter's going to be going to school in Appalachian State, as they say, in Boone, North Carolina, which I believe is only an hour outside of Asheville.
Yeah, I heard this is a great part of I've never been there, but I've heard good things about that university and this whole area. It's real nice up in the mountains than here in western North Carolina, so it's a good part of the country.
The ball seems to fly a little better out of the park?
It does. I mean, this is the ballpark here is pretty small. It's unique in that it was built into the side of a mountain. It opened in 1925, so it's the oldest park in the league. And just because it's old, you think old and you think kind of ratty and that kind of thing, but it's not. It's maintained a little character and a little charm.
Okay,
Part
great.
of it is the size. It's built into the side of a mountain, so because of that, the fences could only go so far back. Oh. And it's 297 feet down the line in right field. It's 320 to right center. But they have these huge walls. It's 36 feet in right, 42 in right center. And it's only 375 to dead center.
Wow.
So you have a higher wall. But
okay.
It's just a small park.
Sounds like a unique park that maybe in high school I might have been able to hit a home run, but now I probably would still hit a dribbler. We're going to have to go to break, Greg, and when we come back, I want to talk about some of the promotions coming up at the Lakewood Blueclaws and about you guys coming back to town next Thursday. Be back in a moment.
The Sean Hannity Show, this afternoon at 3. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin returns next. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Make a difference at the Jersey Shore. 732-505-1160. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160, 1310, and WOBMAM.com.
Welcome back to Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. I am Phil Brilliant, pinch hitting for Jeremy. It is 7:21. It is miserable outside. It's 47 degrees. It's raining. But in Asheville, North Carolina, the sun is coming up, and it's a beautiful morning for the voice of the Lakewood Blueclaws, Greg Giombarrese. And I'm going to say it differently each time. But, Greg, how you doing down there?
Great, Phil. Thanks for having me.
Oh, glad to have you on this morning. So we want to talk a little about, the Blueclaws are coming back next Thursday, and I will tell you that one of my highlights of summer is getting out to Blueclaws games. Because
that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, not only is it, having 3 kids, and when you go out to the ballpark, it's affordable. It's in your backyard. I mean, you're not dropping $25 to park and then $150 in for food and tickets and stuff. It's a great family place, and you guys make it a great family atmosphere and environment. So tell us what's coming up in the end of May into June for the Lakewood Blueclaws.
Well, first, Phil, and I appreciate you saying that. I just wanted to let you know if you hadn't heard, the Blueclaws had just we made the announcement about 2 weeks ago. We've extended our stadium lease with Lakewood Township. So the Blueclaws are here to stay until 2055. It was a 40-year lease extension. We've gotten some questions about that. but we're not going anywhere. So we'll be here through 2055, and we're glad to be able to stay in this community, which has treated us so well.
So God willing, I'll be able to take my grandkids there, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Or my great grandkids at that point in time too. We'll see.
Maybe. But anyway, so yeah, we'll be back on Thursday. We're home Thursday through Sunday, and then on the road for 3 days, and then back the following Thursday, the 19th, through Wednesday, the 25th. So we have a lot on tap coming up. This is a big weekend for us. Next, Thursday is Thirsty Thursday. That's always Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday. And then next Friday, we have post-game fireworks, which we do every Friday night. Next Saturday is Bark in the Park. You can bring your dog, so that's cool. And then we have a big one on Sunday, the 15th. So we are doing something that we've never done before, and that's partner with another team for a specialty jersey night. Now, you may have seen these, Phil. We do these special jerseys.
Yes.
We wear Bruce Springsteen jerseys, for example. But usually it's only our team. Last year we wore Springsteen jerseys. We wore Boll Weevils jerseys, which were the Blueclaws before the Blueclaws, things like that. But what we're doing on May 15th is partnering with the West Virginia Power, the opponent, and we're going to wear Superman-style Batman Blueclaws jerseys, and West Virginia is going to wear Batman-style West Virginia
Superman
Power
versus
jerseys.
Batman.
Yeah, so
I like this.
we're gonna do that. The characters will be there, so you can meet both Batman and Superman at the game.
Oh, very. Now you're gonna have are the players gonna have capes?
Well, the fans are gonna get capes, so we're gonna give out superhero capes to the first 1,500 kids, and basically they're gonna get to pick. There are two capes, a black and yellow one, and then the Superman red and blue one. And fans can, when they come to the gate, pick which one they want. So we'll have the capes, we'll have the Batman, Superman there, and we'll have the jerseys on the field. So that'll be a really cool day. And for the jerseys, actually, we're going to bring them when we go to West Virginia at the end of May, and we're going to do the same thing down there, where we were Superman, and they were Batman down in West Virginia. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then every Sunday, we call it Sunday Fun Day at the ballpark, and every Sunday kids eat free thanks to ShopRite. Every Sunday kids run the bases. Every Sunday you can bring your dog. We call it Gappy Hour. And every Sunday we have what we call Corona Sunday, $2 Coronas for adults every Sunday too. So we have all that. That's a lot of stuff, but that's going to be a lot of fun on Sunday, May 15th. We're really looking forward to this one.
Wow, that is unbelievable. I do want to talk a little bit more about bringing your dog to the park, because having a dog that's only a year and a half old, I really wonder how my dog would be at the park. But we do have to go to a news break. I want to talk more about the Lakewood Blueclaws, about upcoming events in May and June, and talk about sharing the day with not only your kids and your family, but your four-legged family members. I like that, Greg. We'll be back in a moment.
Coming up next, the latest from WOBM News, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from Town Square Towers, at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Good morning and welcome back to Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. I think my voice went a little high there. Jeremy did that last week for a second. But Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. This is Phil Brilliant, substituting at 7:35, and we are talking to Greg Giombarrese of the Lakewood Blueclaws, who we are talking about the season underway. 26 games in. He's down in Asheville, North Carolina, as the Blueclaws will play tonight. And my question out to Greg was bringing my dog to the ballpark in Lakewood. How does that work?
Pretty simple. You bring them on the leash, and then you're welcome in every Sunday, and then Saturday the 14th is Bark in the Park. So it's a $2 pooch pass for the dog, but other than that, you bring them in and just have fun. So basically what we encourage the fans that bring a dog to either get a general admission, we call it sod squad seat, where they'll sit back on the lawn on the two berms in left and right, or in section 115, which is down the third base line. So that's where they sit. And most of the dogs that come out, actually, I would say all the dogs that come out are very well behaved, and we've never really had too many issues. I
mean, that's the real term of a dog park.
Yeah, we used to do it one day a year, just the Bark in the Park day. Then late 2014, I guess, we expanded it, and fans can now bring them every Sunday.
That's great. I mean, I think I definitely got to come out and try to do that. I was a little concerned. I was like, if I have to sit in the seats, and do I have to buy a ticket for them to sit next to me or something? I don't know if that would.
No. So we try to keep them all in one section because for the so it doesn't impact the fans that that would rather not deal with the other families' dogs, which you totally understand. So they sit down on the third base line, or most of them will just go out on the berm. They can walk around more. And
no limitation on size, no big or small.
No.
That's awesome. That's great. That's what you call a welcoming environment at the Lakewood Blueclaws. And so we talked about May 15th, which I think is also Jewish Heritage Day at the Blueclaws. I think there's some special events relative.
Yeah, there'll be some things there for Jewish Heritage Day. There's always a couple of really nice pregame ceremonies as well involved in Jewish Heritage Day. So that'll also be on May 15th. It's a Sunday.
And then May 25th, you have a very special event.
May 25th is a great event. It's the annual ALS Celebrity Waiter event. It's at Tuscan Bistro, which is on Hooper Avenue in Toms River. And the ALS Celebrity Waiter event raises money for the ALS Association of Greater Philadelphia. The ALS Association of Greater Philadelphia is, and has been for many years, the principal charity of the Phillies. So they're, of course, our parent club, and they request that all of their affiliates throughout the system do one main fundraiser each year for the ALS Association. And we've done this one. This will be our 16th one. It's bounced around, but for the second straight year, it's at
Tuscan Bistro. Yep, but Kim Parker, great person. Yep.
Yeah, tremendous event, and we're excited to go back there. So basically what it is, or how it works is, all the players are the waiters for that night, and all of the coaches are the bartenders. So the players will serve as the waiters. They'll take orders from fans. They'll deliver the food. They'll deliver the drinks. And 20% of every dollar raised off your bill. So if you buy a hamburger for $10, $2 goes directly to the ALS Association. And then 100% of all tips goes directly to the ALS Association of Greater Philadelphia. Plus there are other ways to donate through silent auctions and live auctions and other prize raffles that we'll have at the event as well. So that's on May 25th. You can make a reservation by calling Tuscan House directly at 732-797-2570, 732-797-2570. And as we said, this is the 16th annual event. We've done 16th time we've done this event. It's raised over $150,000 for the ALS Association of Greater Philadelphia. So it's one that we're really proud of, and it's a big deal for Blueclaws charities.
That's awesome. And that's for dinner only, right? Or is it all day?
Yeah, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's awesome. That's great. So this is the one time that if the service is bad, you should tip double.
Correct.
Okay.
And just keep in mind that we're dealing with, shortstops and outfielders as opposed to trained waiters.
But they have good hands.
Yeah, but still, having done it, I've been a waiter before. It's more than just hands. So, don't hold that against them.
No, definitely. I know. I mean, people tell me I have a good voice for this, but I'm still feeling my way around. So I can imagine one day a year you got to serve people. It's not going to be easy.
No, I mean, we're just kind of joking around. The Tuscan House staff they do a great job. They kind of train them, give them a crash course. They're not going to let them do anything they can't handle.
No, definitely in a fantastic place, the Tuscan Bistro. They're a very big part of the community. I'm glad to hear that Lakewood Blueclaws is teamed with them, and that's a great cause. The ALS.
They're in the stadium.
Right. Yes, they are in the stadium now. Tuscan House Bistro. That's right.
Field, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they came in last year, so they're awesome.
Yep. So with that, I have to give you the Jeremy Grunin Magic Wand. which I know you've been on before. I think you know the drill. You get to do anything you want with it. No resources to help people, to give back, or what would you do with that, Greg?
Oh man, you put me on the spot. I don't think we got to this the last time I was.
Oh, you didn't? No, I'm getting to you right now. This is where you could make a difference in the community, make a difference in lives with this magic wand.
So we're a baseball team, right?
Yep.
So I guess it'd be pretty cool if we could go out there and maybe fix up all the baseball fields in the area for the Little League fields and donate equipment and baseball equipment, gloves, bats, the whole thing to really help youth baseball in Lakewood and also in Monmouth and Ocean County in general.
I think you just hit it on the head. I mean, that is a great idea. I think that's actually something I know other communities do it. I'm not quite sure if we do that here, but maybe that's something we need to talk about with the Lakewood Blueclaws, and maybe we need to do that sometime in the near future. Yeah,
we're doing a glove drive this year. So if you have an old baseball glove, you can bring it to the ballpark and donate it. We're collecting them at the information booth on the concourse behind home plate.
Oh,
and
okay.
At the end of the year, we're gonna donate them also.
Is that throughout the whole year?
Yeah, throughout the whole year, any game. But that's just gloves. So obviously, bats, helmets, fields themselves, everything can be a little bit better. So. Oh,
that's great.
That's what I would do.
Well, Greg, I do appreciate you joining me this morning on Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, and I know you will be on this air tonight at 7 o'clock?
6:50, yep, absolutely.
6:50 as the Lakewood Blueclaws are in Asheville for the last game of the series, right?
Last game here, the 4 games in Kannapolis. We'll be back home in Lakewood on Thursday. Looking forward to it.
Okay, well, thanks for joining me. And remember to join Greg every time the Lakewood Blueclaws are playing. He's on the air with them as the voice of the Lakewood Blueclaws. We'll be back in a moment.